Imagine getting fired on a Saturday, on your day off. You know how Jesus told the disciples, one of you will betray me tonight. That's how it felt. But I don't know who it is. Maybe some of you have already heard the news. Like, it was last week that they were announcing that a lot of federal workers were getting laid off. Okay. I knew that it could be me, but even though it was like a possibility, it was a thought, I was just in denial. I'm like, no, I have everything set up. I did what I was supposed to do. Like we're working on like a high profile project. It's not gonna happen. Um okay, like I convinced myself for like 2 weeks. Mind you, I've been stressed. Everybody, all my friends can tell you, I've been stressed. I don't know how are you guys feeling. But personally, I've been stressed since January 20th. The minute that those papers have been signed, I just knew it. Like I've been on the news every day. And then finally, my, I don't know what to say, like my experience, my grief, or whatever it was, the denial, it all came to an end. Mind you, a week prior, I'm not gonna say too much about where did I used to work, and stuff like that. Just follow me. It was just one of those federal agencies. It was my dream that I was gonna be working there. Because I was so close. I made it. Because I was a fellow, for 2 years. I'm like, okay, like if I do very well, I'm gonna advocate for my stuff. My boss, like me. I was just like, I'm gonna do what it takes for me to stay. And November of 2024, I finally got hired. Like imagine. I mean, who wouldn't want, like I've been working so hard for this. So then I'm like, this is my career. So I know I'm all over the place right now, but for me this was more than just like you losing a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw myself growing through the company. You know what I'm saying? Like I really thought, I'm in environmental health sciences. I went to school for that for like 6 years and I'm here. Like finally my voice is gonna be heard. I'm gonna help communities. Communities like a notion of environmental justice. Like I'm in those rooms now. Like I can make a change. But anyways, to go back to the story that I was saying. So the week before last, I got we call it all hands. So then it was scheduled, and I went to that. I heard the director, like literally. I told him afterwards. I had to tell him. I was just like, I know this is very difficult for you to relate to all of us. Like you could tell. Like he tried, but you could tell, like, imagine telling your organization, those people that you care about, that some of you might get fired. I don't know who. Or even, I think, in that last meeting, he was just being optimistic. Like, okay, I know you guys got an offer. Yeah. I'm going to be transparent with you. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. So then I would just say, okay, like I heard the news, and I would just say, I'm not gonna sign any papers. Like I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna fight, for the people or whatever dream I had. I'm like, I'm not gonna resign. It's gonna be, but no, all that was gone. So basically, that week, I would just say, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna have faith that because we do important work, they're not just gonna do like a massive, you know. That's what I was thinking. I was being very. I don't know why was I so much in denial. So ever since January 20th, there was a note that like if you were probationary a person, because remember I was a fellow for 2 years, and then so that was my first time being an FTE. We call it a full time employee. It was 1,300 people were let go. But let me finish the story, right? So then on that weekend, on that week, we went to the all hands. So then I was like, okay, it's gonna be okay. And then the next week, mind you, because today is Monday, and that happened on a Saturday. Imagine getting fired on a Saturday on your day off. Okay. Okay, let me tell you guys a story. Let me tell you the story. So we got an email On a Friday at 4:15, I saw we got an email. I'm like, okay, what could it be? And then the director said, alert some of you. You know how Jesus told the disciples, one of you will betray me tonight. That's how it felt. He was just like, okay, some of you, will be let go. But I don't know who it is, but we'll do everything to help you. Okay. So I was just like, okay, whatever, whatever. Because, I'm like, this is so not personal because I just know that even the first meeting, I knew that he was trying his best. But then I didn't get the email on Friday. I was just like, okay, good. Well, I didn't go out. I didn't do anything that day. I was just like, yeah, I'm not in the mood to celebrate. So I stayed home. And then the next day on a Saturday, like I was telling you, at 7:18. First of all, I was not even home. I was dealing with my car. My car had issues. Like, what a good week for my car to just a relatively brand new car to start giving me issues, right? I was at the dealership and my coworkers were like, "Hey, I got the email." And I was like, "What?" Okay, I'm not home. The minute I got home, I saw the email. And the thing is, with everything going on, I'm sure you guys haven't paying attention, but you once you open that email, you are locked out of your system. Mind you, we're all helping each other. Everybody that's like going through it, we're like, okay, don't open it yet. Feel a grievance. Do this, do that. We're helping each other. It's Monday. I still have not opened the email because I just know that once I do, everything is gonna go away. My boss called. I'm sorry, everybody. It's like, I'm sorry. Like, which I don't know. I can't really. I don't know what was happening behind the scenes. We never saw it, but everybody was like, I'm so I'm so confused, but I'm here if you need anything. Okay. And in the email, from what I understand, it's like we're being fired for performance issues or whatever the thing is. So, like I told you guys, it's Monday now, so I've dealt with plenty of emotions. I went from like because I'm telling you, I was stressed for 2 weeks. Imagine how much of a psychological torture that is. Like for 2 weeks straight, you didn't do anything because you doing what you need to do. But then you seeing on the news that this is being done. You're not hearing anything from any of this from your boss. You're hearing it from the news and they telling you that they're hearing it from the news as well. So then I couldn't even be put okay, it was so hard for me to be productive. Like imagine you're dealing with that in the back of your mind. And then you're getting emails telling you, oh, resign. You should resign. So now I'm here. The inevitable has already happened. It's yeah, it sets in now. I'm just like, damn, I really don't have a job. For the first time in forever. Because I know it was so hard when I was looking for jobs at once after graduation. I was just like, oh my God, like imagine like you went to school, you think, oh, everything is gonna work. And then now it's like you have to start over. You know what I'm saying? And then for me to like, I have a lease in my name. My lease is not gonna expire until October, the end of October. I have to think like I'm like doing adult stuff. Cause when your parents used to say, "Oh my God, I have no money," and you're like, "Yeah, you have money," but now you the adult in the room, and you are having to make decisions after decisions. I'm like, how much money do I have saved? Where do I make money? What am I gonna do? I mean, but it was so hard because like I spent the 2 weeks, after January 20th. I spent the 2 weeks like panicking, but everybody was like, focus on what you can control. Apply for this, apply for that. But I couldn't. Like, I just couldn't put it in my mind. Like, I had to be positive. And then the inevitable now happened. So I don't even know. Like, I'm going to try to teach English, because I was doing this teaching English thing. So now I'm just like, okay, I'm going to I don't know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Like I'm gonna do private tutoring. I'm gonna see like my friends are like listening to me. They're like, oh my God, how can we help you? Everybody has been very supportive. That's one thing. And I just know that it's not just me. It's really not just me. There's 1,300 of us out there. dealing with the same thing. So if it was just me, then it would have been more personal. But just because I know, and then every day you're seeing like people getting fired, I don't know what's gonna happen. You guys save your money, but it's just not looking good, you know. So I don't know. Now I'm in the I'm facing it phase. Like I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going online and no, the kicker is because of everything that I've been through when I was looking for my position the first time, I'm like, no, I don't even want to do public health anymore. I don't want to, like I'm just like, why would I want to do public health when like it's gonna be so hard? Like the competition is tough. LinkedIn, everybody's, I don't know, on there. So me, I'm just like, I'm not doing all this. So I think I'm gonna become a nurse, you guys. Or I'm gonna do something in the hospital. I'm just changing career. I can't mentally go through that. I'm just not gonna subject myself to like rejection and all that. Like I don't know. It's hard. Like this job market, it's like, I mean, I feel for anybody out there because I know like I'm single, but okay, I have to take care of things. But imagine, I don't know. I don't know if that's how I imagined that our lives was gonna be. But I had a good life. That's the thing. I had a good life. I was happy. I was excited for my career. It's like I'm just now having as an environmental health scientist, I made it so close. So then I'm like, okay, this is now I can use my toxicology background. Like I can really help people. I'm thinking about what work group am I gonna be in? And now it's gone. Everything. So I have to like go back to the drawing board and think about my life again, like which direction it's gonna go. I don't know. I mean, I'll be back, after the 4 years are over. I hope I still have it in me. I mean, public health is where it's at. We help people. We do, yeah. It's a lot of work, but people don't ever see it happen. So then because it never happens, they think we're not working, you know. I do love public health. I tried, but like anything in life, sometimes you have to pivot. And I am at that crossroad. So yeah, I mean, what do people say? We'll be okay. I hope so. Yeah, I really do hope so.